Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we decided to do a little story time for you.
Drink that tea. It's not tea.
But yeah, we're going to do a story time. We hope you guys enjoy it. And let's get into the vid. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have tried. All my life driving or people driving me, especially being in Jamaica, you have that little fear in your heart because we drive. I don't want to say people know how to drive, but we drive a little careless. Like,
Reckless.
yeah, we drive rough. We bad up the road, as them say, we bad up the road. So I never knew that coming here would be my first car accident. Huh? So we just met.
Not just.
But not just, but we were talking and stuff.
A couple months. Like
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah. Was it my first year that we started talking?
Yes.
Yeah. And he liked this little Jamaican girl. I'm just kidding. We were friends then. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were friends. And we were chilling a lot. When I say a lot, I mean 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at night, a lot. But we were just chilling, drive around, fun, go places, chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it was time for me to go back to Jamaica. But typically, I go visit my family. Whenever I come here, I always go visit my family before going back home. So I was going to Florida, actually.
You want me to start?
You could help talk.
Yeah, we're going back to Florida. And I offered to drive you to New York, to JFK Airport.
Yep.
Because that's where your flight was going out of. And yeah, picked her up. And we started driving to New York.
Like, I don't know. So, like, my friends always say I have this, like, I don't know, motherly instinct. I don't know. Ask them about it. But they always say I have this, like, motherly instinct. So I asked him, like, we were, like, probably 1 hour and a half in our journey. And I said to him, does anybody know that you're taking me to the airport? Did anybody know that you were taking me to the airport? No. And he said no.
You did.
But then I'm like, he's a big boy. Probably he doesn't have to tell. Because it's not like if I'm going everywhere, I tell my mom. Like, if she asks, yes, I'll say something. But I don't tell her everywhere that I'm going, So I'm like, he's a big boy. He's fine. But it's weird because, I don't know. I think he should have said something.
A big city.
Yeah.
Far away, yeah.
I personally think he should have said something because I think I would have, like, if I'm going so far, I would have been like, Mom, I'm going, or I would have been like, you think it's a good idea? Somebody would have known. My sister, one of my sister or my mom, somebody would have known. So.
I think that's how I met your sister, I think.
Yeah.
This part.
That part, yeah. So we were heading there, driving. I asked him the question. No one knew where we were going. Only they knew that someone was dropping me off. I guess they were expecting to see me, and no one knew that he was dropping me off. Here we are driving through New York. He wanted to bring me places, but we were late as usual, and I should have took that into, like, everything. Like,
you didn't know me well enough.
But we were late, and I'm like, I should have looked back to that day and be like, but we were late. Him bringing me to the airport, so. No, like, probably we're going to be late the rest of our lives.
We're not late for everything.
We are late.
We're not.
And it's not even my fault. Like,
it is. But we're not late as is. So we're good. So yeah. I'll pitch in a little bit. So we're heading to New York. I think it's like a 4-hour drive.
Yeah, from
3
here.
3.5, 4 hours. Yeah, it's a pretty decent drive. Middle of the day, so it was fine. But I think we got into a little bit of traffic on I think it was the Parkway, Garden State Park. I don't know what it is. One of the major highways. I think it had like 4 lanes on both sides of the road. And that was the last road, I'm pretty sure, because I never made it to the airport. That was the last road. We were like 5 minutes away from the airport.
Yep.
And...
No, we're not even exaggerating. We are literally 5 minutes away from the airport. Like, according to GPS and everything, 5 minutes away from the airport. 5 minutes away from the airport.
How much?
5 minutes away from it. I just couldn't believe it because, you know, when you say you're this close, I'm like, this close. But everything happens for a reason still. But anyways, we were that close. Then you like looked at me. I guess you were looking at me. I wasn't looking at him at that point.
No,
but he was looking at me, I guess. My beauty.
I got distracted.
Oh, wow. And then, low and below, we crashed. We
were in not dead stop traffic, but like bumper to bumper traffic. Go a little bit, stop. Go a little bit, and we were behind a pickup truck. But yeah. So we were behind a pickup truck. I didn't know the pickup truck was there because I wasn't paying attention because I was distracted. I was looking over at Trish, and I don't know if I was trying to like talk to you or like wondering what was going on, what was wrong. I don't know what was going on. But then all of a sudden I look forward and car's right there and no time to brake. And yeah, we hit the back of a pickup truck, and his truck had a hitch on it. And I drive a little Volkswagen, a little car.
Fast little car.
Yeah, that's
a
like a little go-kart.
A loud, fast little car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't paying attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ran right into the back of this guy pickup truck with a hitch on it.
Wait, do you see this big guy? Like, as I say, a little faster the car, like the first time when he said, I'll take you home, like in that summer or whatever, and he brought me to his car. In my head, I'm like, oh. In my head, I'm like, how does he fit in that car? Because it's this little car, and he's this like big person. And it was this little car. I'm like, how does he fit? Like, and then when you like go in the car, there's actually so much space, and he actually fits. Like, he fits good. But you know, just seeing him that point, I'm like, what does it mean? But anyways, back to the accident.
Like the car, my seats, I can put low down, so that's why I fit better.
Yeah, it's low for him.
Yeah.
I love it though. It's my car, you know. It's his car, but it's my car. It's like fast and stuff. I love it.
Right. Anyways, because the guy had a hitch, which is like I'm assuming you all know, but it's something that you put on the back of a pickup truck, and you can attach like a camper or a trailer or anything to the back of it that can hook up to a hitch, and you can pull that along with you. So anyway, it's like a little metal ball connected to like, it's just metal. It's not gonna break because it's supposed to carry stuff. So hit that, and that hitch went straight through my car, basically through the whole front of the car, basically up to the engine. It just went right through it all and destroyed it all.
Yeah.
And it pushed up the hood of the car because I couldn't even see over top. And I just like, once the flash went away of me getting hit or me hitting someone, I realized that I can't see in front of me anymore. The hood's popped all the way up, smoke's coming out of the car everywhere. And I get out in the middle of like one of the busiest roads probably in New York.
like even though there was an accident, cars were just like driving like crazy, like
we were in the
it
middle
didn't
lane.
stop anything at all, and we were in the middle lane. Like everyone was just like going around us. I'm like,
honking their horns.
Yeah.
I remember hearing a couple people honk their horns at us as we're trying to push this thing off to the side of the road. I think that was the first time driven before
I'm
that.
like, oh my God, I'm
New
hope
York
like,
Road.
and for some reason in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I hope no one don't drive past and see me. I'm like, oh my God, I hope anyone don't pass and see us right now. I was like in an accident, but because it was like a busy road, I felt awful because it was just a busy road. If it was like not so busy and we had an accident and it was like easily to push on the side of the road, well, whatever. But I felt like we were in an inconvenience at that point. But anyways, he hit the pickup thing. We were fine. He was in shock, and I felt bad. Like, I felt bad. He was in shock. He got out of the car because, like, when we hit it, it was like a little bunk. Like, literally, just a little
That's what
bunk.
It felt like.
We were fine and everything. He got out of the car, and then I saw his face, his everything. He was like, and then I was like, like everything happened in slow motion. I'm like, yes, it's bad. I didn't even want to see it. And when the guy in front of us stopped, nothing, not even a scrape to his car, nothing happened to his
just
van.
That hitch.
Nothing. And his car was completely damaged, like damaged where we couldn't even start it to get it on the side of the road. It was like crazy.
You ever want to keep your car protected from accidents, kind of? I'd say put a hitch on the back.
Put a hitch on the back.
It might be alright. Don't take that as advice, though. I don't know if that's true or not. It could still damage your car.
But yeah.
But it worked for this guy.
Because nothing happened to him, and Tyler's car was completely wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was damaged on the front. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
It wouldn't even... I think it, like, barely started up. But, like, we had to push it off the side, up a little, like, ramp type thing, because it was near the exit. And get it over there, and you were steering it across.
Yeah.
But I don't think the steering was even working either.
So at that moment, I had to jump in the driver's seat because, I'm man up stuff. I'm just kidding. But I had to jump in the driver's seat with little knowledge of learning how to drive. And in New York, on, as I say, the busy road, and I had to, like, steer it off while he pushed because it wasn't, like, going good enough. And we went on the side of the sidewalk. And
Car's still honking at us.
Yeah. And it was just like crazy. At that time, we looked at our time and we were like, shoot, I won't be able to make my flight anymore. So we were stuck in New York. No one knew where we were. I missed my flight. It was awful. So what happened after that?
Well, I think we tried to get a taxi for you to make it there. But, like, I know they had Uber and Lyft and stuff back then, which was like just a year or 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But, like, I wasn't familiar with it. I didn't feel safe, and, like, not even something I even thought about, because you're in New York, you think taxi.
Yeah.
So we tried to call, I think, 1 or 2 taxi places, but never really got any luck. I guess because we were on, like, a major highway or something.
Yeah. So it took a minute or two. Like, it was long. Like, it was definitely long for me.
Yeah. And then, because we were on, I guess it was a state highway. I gotta remember the name of it. But it was a highway where tow trucks weren't allowed to come onto. So we had to try and get the Volkswagen up the ramp, which we were luckily right by the exit. Up the ramp, and I think we actually drove it down, like, onto the side of the road, like where you could park on the side.
Yeah.
I think it was like near a movie theater or something.
I don't remember, honestly.
It was a alright area. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were there, and then I was trying to figure out insurance, and that took hours.
Anyways, they told him what to do basically as it regards insurance and stuff, and we were just trying to figure out what were we going to do that night. Where are we going to stay? How are we going to reach back? How am I going to reach on my flight? Like, so many decisions. But yeah, continue. You're on your phone. He called his insurance.
Called the insurance, got figured out with them to get a tow truck. And in the meantime, luckily we had family that lived in New York. Yeah, so we were able to call them up, and luckily they were around, and they helped us out, had us a place to stay for the night, and was able to take the truck, take our car there, and park it there for the night until my parents came the next morning to meet you.
Yeah. So all summer,
under good circumstances.
Yeah,
right?
even though we were friends, as I say. So you know, I'm not looking to meet anybody because it wasn't like even in our minds or anything. So them coming there was like the first time I've met them, because Tyler crashed was the first time I met his mom and his father. And he was like, I'm so scared. He was nervous for me. I'm like, why are you nervous? Like, you know, I'm used. Like, I was like, okay. I wasn't scared or anything, honestly. And because I had nothing to be scared. I mean, at that moment, if I was his girlfriend, then I would probably be freaking out, because I'm like, you can't let them meet me like this. But I had nothing to be scared about at that moment, so I really wasn't. So yeah. We got put up. We were in New York. We drove around a place I don't even remember. We were on streets that we don't even know. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
I've been in New York a couple of times, but young age, I don't remember none of it. And
yeah.
I didn't know where we were going.
And
not even where the tow truck was taking us,
yes.
until I saw my family's neighborhood, the entrance, and I was like, okay, I know where we're at now.
Yeah. So yeah, they were really nice, and they took us in, and we got food at night, and they put us somewhere to sleep. And in the morning, he actually booked my flight back.
Thank you guys if you're watching this, by the way. You know who you are.
Yeah, thank you for putting us up. Yes, you know who you are. He booked my flight back to Florida, because I missed my flight. There's no getting my flight back again, so I had to like rebook my flight. So with his car crashing, me missing my flight, the expense of towing, and all of that.
Insurance covered my towing, so I was alright with that.
Yeah, and all of that, like all of that, it was like crazy expensive. We're going to like insert pictures of the accident so you guys can see like how bad it was, but it was bad. All my life, and here I come, and you make me get in my first. So ever since after that, every time I get in a car and I'm like, slow down or something, it's like, you don't trust me? No, I don't.
Trust me at all. I know I made one
no, I
little
don't.
accident, but try to be a good driver.
But yeah, the story time of our first accident, and basically of how I met his family, because that was the first time I met them.
Yep.
So yeah, it was an experience, and like something you'll never ever forget. Even though we weren't hurt, thank God, it wasn't bad, but the damage and the chaos and the confusion and all of that, it was just whew.
And we stayed at New York for an extra night, and I still didn't get to show her around New York at all.
Yeah,
because she left the next morning.
In my
right away
head,
for
I'm
the
like,
flight.
he planned this. Like, he planned all of this. He never wanted, like, secretly he liked me, which I never know about. But I'm going to say he liked me, and he never wanted me to leave. So he planned this.
No, I was not planning on getting into an accident with my car.
But yeah. Well, I guess that's the end of our story time.
Yep.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys are still here in our little story time section.
We'll have more story times, I think.
Yeah, we have a lot of stories. We are just like we're not good at storytelling, but we're trying. So the more we tell it, the more better we learn from our mistakes. As in, like, we learn.
Yeah. Comment if you have any suggestions on how to tell a story better than what we've done.
Yeah, because we are trying.
We'll try to make it interesting.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, we have a lot of stories of stuff that happens to us, or stuff that we've been through, and like, you would want to know this. But you know, when we're telling it, it's like, oh, real, yeah. But it's more interesting, you know? Yeah. To us, it's more interesting. But yeah, we're glad that you were here, and we hope that you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell, hit that notification bell, because we are getting these videos in. Yeah. Alright. Yeah.
Go emphasis on the E. Yeah, there you go.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in our next video. Felties out.